So news comes out today officially, North and South in a year and a half are out of the MIC. Well, just react to that. What's this mean for the schools?
Well, I think it's both honestly a positive and a negative experience, but I think the negative part for me is that when the MIC first started, we were a very vital part of being involved with the conference, and the problem is that the new regime leading the MIC, they don't realize what happened many years ago, and at that time what happened actually was that we were courted to be a part of that conference to make it complete. We were very involved. I talked with some of those people who started the conference who were very appreciative of our involvement at the beginning and very disappointed now that we've been voted out.
So where do we go from here? What does this mean for the future of North and South athletics?
Well, we have contracts with several schools in the MIC conference. Next year we still will continue to participate in athletics and out into the future for those contracts that exist currently. We've been working with other organizations trying to see if there's interest in taking us into the conference. I think there's a bumping process that still exists right now with Lawrence Central and with Pike going into the conference. So that opens up some possibilities. I did meet yesterday with the superintendent from one of the other conferences. The concern for them is the distance, and that would be the Columbus area, Seymour area. That 120-mile trek is difficult. But back to the MIC, I think it's a weak excuse to say it's because of travel, because we are traveling more than anyone. And with the economics of our community being the same as the ones in the other communities, it's not really any different. But they're using that as an excuse, in my opinion.
The mid-state pops up as that would be pretty close to distance of travel as the MIC. Is that an option?
Well, we are going to leave all options open at this point. Anyone who will accept us at this time will be on the board, but that's the problem is that we're over here kind of, they call it on the island, just away from everybody that's like-sized. And so we'll just have to wait and see who makes an offer to us and if anyone does. And that may be a concern in the end also, Ross, is who actually will give us that opportunity. Maybe no one does, and we might have to look at some other options that might have to be a little bit on the creative side.
I guess, are we prepared in a couple of years to be independents if need be?
Well, that's our hope that we would hope. That's an issue we hope would never exist for us. That would be difficult, mainly in football. We believe in other sports would be okay, but right now it doesn't look as though that's a very good option for us. And there are options in Illinois too. And there's options of maybe having North in one conference and South in another conference. So we'll wait to see who comes knocking at the door, who answers our letters. We've written some letters and they've not been received with a positive response as of yet. The SIAC voted not to accept us, and I can understand that's a long distance for Evansville. Outside of that, we'll just have to wait and see what happens here in the next few months.
I guess right now, if you had to have a feeling one way or another, are you confident that the North and South athletic programs can get into a conference and go moving forward?
Well, I don't know that I know they'll move forward with or without a conference. I think it's more difficult without. But I think the strength of the schools in terms of the leadership they have at the administrative level, the coaching level, with the strong AD that we have at both schools, with the things that are happening in our school system, I think we're attractive in more than just athletics. I think academically we're very strong and compete very well. So across the board, someone hopefully will come and say, hey, we would like for you to be a part of the conference. And when they do, we'll look at that option and see if it fits us.